Holy shit, I am tired. Tired of shitty movesets, am I right, guys? So when I did the Cherubi video and then I just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna just talk about shitty movesets. I kind of wanted to eventually just talk about just movesets over, like, each generation. I might stop at some point, but I just want to talk about Gen 1 movesets because a lot of them are just flabbergast me. We'll look at just some premium stuff. Like, who could forget Beedrill's moveset? Yeah, you kind of, like, imagine the strongest move you get is Twin Needle at 25 base power. Like, that's it. That's as good as you're gonna get. You learn no other, like, strong move. That's it. Yo, shout out to Parasect. It's got a fuck-ass moveset, but hey, look. Level 30, you get Spore. And Spore is pretty neat. Now imagine if Parasect was bad. That's Venomoth's moveset. It's basically all of that, but you get the Virgin Sleep Powder against the Chad Spore. At least Venomoth gets Psychic. So Yellow was very generous because now it can learn Supersonic. Scyther's moveset, I mean, we don't even need to talk about it. And who could forget good old Pinsir? Pinsir with, I mean, I'm not even gonna talk about the lack of bug moves, but more like the lack of moves. What the fuck are you supposed to do with this? Guillotine at level 30? Why, thank you. And what is this shit right here? 74.6? I mean, technically it is 75 accuracy, but still. That's such a funny little thing they put there. I don't know why Cerebi did that. I looked on Smogon, and it's not like that. Swords Dance. Swords Dance is pretty cool. But when you pair it with Slash, you get nothing out of that. Like, nothing. Because you're critting almost all the time with Slash. And so, you're ignoring your attack boost because Gen 1 crits ignore your boost and attack as well. So, fuck it. Now Dragonite, ooh. Now Dragonite, whew, man. Who really cares about, like, half of these moves? I mean, like, all you really need is Agility, Thunder Wave, and Wrap. And Hyper Beam, like... This looks like a shitty moveset, but don't worry, guys. This is actually peak. Dragonite's pretty bulky. You use Agility, then Thunder Wave, and just hope you don't miss too many wraps, and then you finish them off with Hyper Beam. Imagine learning Dragon Rage at level 40 fucking 5. Now Magneton. Magneton is where it's at. This is just like what is going on here? This comes at a time when Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Flamethrower were kind of like luxury moves. Nowadays you can see them on just about anything, and they're also pretty easy to obtain. In Gen 1, they are, I don't think Flamethrower is a TM. You get Thunder Wave at 38. When does Pikachu get Thunder Wave? 9! 9! Then Yellow gets it at 8! You get this shit before you fight Brock! Oh no. Well, at least you get Thunder Shock. Electro just flat out doesn't even get an electric move from level up. You have to give it T-Bolt or Thunder through TM. It doesn't even learn Thunder Wave. Like, what's going on here? It really, like, it gets Tackle, and then, like, its next non-fixed move that doesn't kill itself is Swift. Oh dear God. Like, at least Gen 2 gave it an electric move. Just kidding, it didn't give an electric move. Okay, well at least Gen 3 gave it Spark. See, at least Electabuzz over here, it gets Thunder Punch and Thunder. Like, Thunder Punch is nothing too special, but in a world where Electro gets fuck. Now the fighting types. Do I even bother talking about the fighting types? We all know they suck. We all know that fighting moves suck. But just for shits and giggles, let's look at like the best one, and that's Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee gets high jump kick, 85 base power, 90% accuracy. That sounds very familiar. That sounds like what Sky Uppercut used to be like. You get Mega Kick at 53, that is a little weird. They gave it all these kicking moves and no one else fucking learns Rolling Kick. Does any other Pokemon get Rolling Kick? Oh, Marshadow. Hitmonchan is pretty hilarious. Half of its moveset are like moves that it can't even effectively use at all because it's not a special attacker.
How do you like it? How do you like it?
But what I'm kind of trying to understand is why every 5 levels it learns an elemental punch. Like, you could have just given all of them to me, like, right now. I'm not even gonna use them. But Hitmonchan is pretty impressive for not even learning a fighting move. You have to, you know, get submission. I guess I can look at Poliwrath. Oh wait, I actually don't have to look at Poliwrath, never mind. Fire types, oh boy, fire types. At least Charizard, you know, gets Flamethrower and then Fire Spin is, you know, Fire Spin. You know, Vulpix, I remember, like, I had to, like, grind it till 235 because Ninetales doesn't get this shit. And I was correct, there is no Flamethrower TM. Why? I don't know. So yeah, back in the day, you used to level up your Growlithe until you get like good enough moves, like level 50 for Flamethrower, and then when you evolve Arcanine, it eventually gets Extreme Speed. But when you have a generation that lacks E-Speed, what does Arcanine have? Yeah. Now Rapidash is quite hilarious. It's really running the whole, you use agility and then spam Fire Spin. Honestly, not the worst strategy. Okay, Magmar I was just going to skip, but then I saw it learn Smog at level 52. Level 52, you get Smog. Well, that's coverage. Other than that, you just learn fire moves, so yeah, I guess Smog it is. I will say, the Pidgey is probably the most fucked of all of them. Pidgey is quite an anomaly. Alright, so level 28 you learn Wing Attack, but no one's gonna keep a level 28 Pidgey. You obviously have a Pidgeotto. Well, it's only like 3 levels later you get Wing Attack. Wing Attack, however, is just Peck. Like, it's just Peck. You know when Spearow learns it? Now. You can get Drill Peck before you can get Wing Attack on your Pidgeotto. Oh dear lord. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Hello, Gyarados. Would you like to learn moves? Yeah. Ooh. You know what's pretty scary? This stupid sprite. But you look at Gengar, look at this moveset. Ooh! Oh man, that's terrifying. Oh god, it's horrible. Oh no. Please get that off screen. Oh, thank god it's over. You gotta love Execute though. This motherfucker doesn't even learn. This guy's stuck with Barrage. He's stuck with Barrage. A move that only he can learn until level 42. Well, I guess you're getting that Mega Drain TM. I lied. You're not getting the Mega Drain TM. Execute can't even learn Mega Drain. Oh, what a sight. At least you can explode. Executor has, balls for a moveset, but hey, there's Mega Drain, guys. At the end of the day, Execute at least learns Psychic, and that's kind of all you need. Now the Bellsprout line is like the poster child of shitty movesets. But if you can get your Weeping Bell to level 38, Wrap and Razor Leaf are kind of just the moves you need. And I guess Sleep Powder. Uh-oh, did somebody order the PlayStation 5? Because there's no moves here. There's no ground moves. Wait, you learned Slash at level 17, and then Poison Sting, Swift, and Fury's. Why are all these moves later? You're never gonna click these. You're never going to. At least you get Earthquake. I'm surprised. I was like almost convinced Sandshrew just didn't learn any ground moves from even TM. At least you're not Rhydon. Oh dear god. Now wouldn't you know, Ice types are probably the most spared of all the types when it comes to shitty movesets. However, Cloyster kind of makes me giggle. Only because this description of Spike Cannon is so funny. Highly accurate. They have to put highly accurate because none of the other multi-hit moves hit quite as much as Spike Cannon. And that's funny. Oh, what is Jigglypuff Cat? Oh, I guess Double Edge. Oh, cool. Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I go to Jigglypuff and I get more Eepee. Lickitung is truly the Pokemon of all time. Level 31 to learn Slam. Thank God. No, Tauros truly has the moveset of all time. Like, all of its iconic moves are not in its level up set. Don't even fucking get me started on poison types. Like, so many of them rely on Acid as their strongest move. And, it's Acid. What more needs to be said? Grimer, once it hits level 37, it gets Sludge, and then another level later it becomes the strongest Pokemon of all time, Muck. And Sludge is actually the strongest poison move. At least Weezing gets it too. And to nobody's surprise, Psychic types are pretty well treated when it comes to the moveset department. Really, the only dud here has to go to Mr. Mime, because like it's really rocking Confusion, and that's it. Hey, you get Substitute and you get Meditate? Dude, Meditate and Double Slap sounds so terrifying. Where you can surprise your opponent with a Hyper Beam. Jinx doesn't get any Psychic moves, but it also gets Blizzard, so like who cares? But like other than them, and Execute and Starmie, just about every Psychic type gets Psychic. And that's like the strongest move of Psychic types, who would have guessed. Rock types are pretty easy to please considering that there's only 2 rock moves in the game. That being said, like what's Onyx gonna threaten? Like genuinely. But surely all these water types get at least something right. Well, you get Hydro Pump on Psyduck, that's kinda cool. This does come at a time when Golduck couldn't even learn Psychic. It got Confusion but not Psychic. Level 39? Level 48 for Fury Swipes! Like, what the hell is this? Again? His Fury Swipe, was that like the hype move? You gotta respect Kingler. This dude gets Harden at level 49. Like, what do you say about that? There's nothing to be said. This is peak. You get Crab Hammer, which like crits so many times, and then you also get Harden. That's it. It's over. It's done. Congratulations, Sea King. You have the signature move Waterfall, which is... There really is no benefit of having Waterfall unless you just want to meme on your friends. Dude, I don't fucking know.